I speak not as an individual, I speak not as a Sri Lankan. What you hear are the words that echo from Shafiqul Alam and Shamsuddin Talim from Bangladesh, Chaudhry Chatterjee, Prasad Kulkarni and Zamana Shah of India, Ghani Ansari of Nepal, Amjad Ali, Zunaira Azad and Kashif Farooqi of Pakistan, to whom I am very thankful for choosing me to address you on their behalf. In the words of Edward R. Murrow, he says, some truths are so naked that some of us try to cover them up at least a little bit. At a forum attended by over 130 journalists from world over, grant me the opportunity to refrain from being apologetic, instead reveal the bare naked truth of the international field of journalism through the eyes of South Asians. It was a cold winter wind that welcomed us first when we set our feet on American soil. But soon, every speaker that we encountered subsequently warmed our souls with a statement, and I quote, "Journalism is going through difficult times." Yes, my dear friends, journalism is going through difficult times, and this is a statement that we in South Asia would love to multiply by infinity. But it was Edward R. Murrow himself who said, "Difficulty is not an excuse history will accept." Therefore, that's a motto that we South Asians live by day in, day out. According to the World Bank's poverty estimates, over 571 million people in South Asia live under $1.25 a day. Yet, while the rest of the world's print readership is fast declining, the print readership in our region is heading in the opposite direction. Times of India still remains the world's largest circulated English daily and continues to grow along with other regional newspapers. You may ask how and why? Because we South Asians have mastered the art of catering to the growing needs of the literary middle class. As a result, the regional newspapers in India, Pakistan, or in our entire region will now be read by a manager and executive, a shopkeeper, and if you are familiar with our territory, an amiable tuk-tuk driver or a rickshaw driver. But what is the face of international journalism? The international face of journalism in South Asia is riddled by many a challenge, and all those challenges, almost all of them, have been overcome by South Asians themselves. For starters, South Asia is the home to emerging economies, vibrant growth, and progressive states, with each state recording over 6% of the growth. Some view journalism as the fourth pillar of the state or a vehicle for democracy, a sentiment that may define the future phase of journalism. And we in South Asia live and abide by it, and we've done everything that we could to uphold it. For an example, Pakistani media's progressive role in restoring the independence of the judiciary, or the support rendered by Nepal media in converting a once constitutional monarchy into a republic. We believe that journalism should be used internationally to allow globalization through what I call localization. A popular example is CNN-IBN, which caters to the native groups in native languages while catering to the international audiences in English. Although this is a simple task, this is often something that has been neglected very often. So this probably could be the international face of journalism. But I want to ask you, is that what it really is? Well, in South Asia, it means much more. In South Asia, there are yet unresolved many a problem. And Murrow tells us, in the end, the communicator will be dealt with the major problem of what to say and how to say. What to say and how to say are queries that we journalists in South Asia are grappled with each day, every day. The United Nations says freedom of expression underpins every other freedom and provides a foundation for human dignity. Free, pluralistic and independent media is a necessity for this exercise. However, unfortunately, all the South Asian countries that we represent here at this convention fall below top 100 in freedom of expression index. Unfortunately, Sri Lanka at the bottom at 163. So putting a news bulletin together, even in the simplest form or the simplest of words, can be a challenge each day, every day in our region, but we don't give up. Why do we do it? Because freedom of expression is a necessity, because freedom of expression is the right. And to simplify what the face of international journalism is, please visit an interior home in India or a house in Pakistan, visit a social gathering in Bangladesh, or tiny shop in Nepal or a grocery store in Sri Lanka, you will find at least 10-12 people gathered. You will find a television station or television set or a transistor radio set switched on, dilapidated maybe, and then there will be a voice that brings the evening news, whether it's 7, 8 or 9. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the international face of journalism. Today, international face of journalism doesn't have just one face, but today it has 130 faces. World over, there is countless voices, countless penmanship, and countless people waiting to hear what the story you have. On behalf of my colleagues, I'm indebted to thank the Bureau of Education and Cultural Affairs of the Department of State, FHI 360, Councils for International Visitors, and most importantly, Ryan and Rachel, our English language officers, for making it I began with the words of Murrow, and I would love to end with his words too. There is a great and possibly a decisive battle that needs to be fought against ignorance, indifference, and intolerance. To my colleagues, as part of the international face of journalism, these are challenges you and I face probably daily. And with each battle fought and with each battle won, our story is able to make it to the news. Therefore, it's completely worthwhile. And I would like to tell you that you should congratulate yourself, because there are millions waiting to hear your story and your voice. So the battle is worthwhile, and I invite you to battle on. Thank you.